Hello everybody, welcome to Geeks of the Roundtable. This is episode 59, and yes, we already have 10 episodes from now planned ahead of time. Thank you Andrew H, GColbyP for being here. Of course, you know the drill, I am not alone, I am present here with my co-host Zach Pope. How are you doing today, Zach?
Great, man, great. I got a little fucker in my YouTube comment, so if everyone wants to go comment to Steven Smith on my Mitchell's versus the Machines review, he says, this is the most generic review I've ever heard. I doubt you got a screener. So I told him I don't need to, like, I got nothing to prove to you.
I don't need to prove to you.
And he goes, well, that just shows that you don't. And I'm like, I don't need to show you proof. What fucking proof do I need to show you?
Exactly. Who the fuck are you? That's what I would say. That's totally not a fake name, by the way. Hello to Tyler Van, who's watching us all the way from... No, I was going to say you're from Australia. Are you from Australia, Tyler, or am I confusing you with someone else? Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Again, thank you to Tyler Van, GColbyP, Andrew H. Thank you, everyone. So, Zach, it happened. Today, it's happening. This is an all-Marvel show. I would say MCU, but there's one particular piece of news that we're going to talk about that is not MCU, but... Still, it is an all-Marvel show today.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we got Marvel from beginning to end. But before we start, Zach, Mortal Kombat. It's finally out. We've seen it. I've seen it 1.5 times, because I'm halfway through the second time watching it.
I've seen it twice, man. I've seen it twice. I love it.
Yeah. Dude, I had so much... Is it the best video game movie?
No. I don't think so.
No?
Okay. Let me say this. So I saw it a second time last night in IMAX, and again,
oh man,
there's something about seeing movies in IMAX, man, or just seeing a movie in theaters. Like, you know, Godzilla vs. Kong, I really enjoyed at home, but like seeing it in the theaters, that's the way to see it. Mortal Kombat's the same fucking way. I mean, I don't even care if the movie's an independent, small ass drama. I would rather see the movie in theaters. That's just 100%. The truth. There's an element that kind of goes about it to where you're sitting there watching it and you're like, the theater adds something to it. I mean, seeing the Demon Slayer movie in theaters also was big. I wish I could have seen the second My Hero Academia movie in theaters. And I'm so excited for the third. I bet, dude.
I saw both.
And I can't wait to see I hope I get to see the third one at the very least, you know? So that, because I know they do limited runs with that shit. So it's like, if you're busy during that time, it's non-existent. But
you know, over here, it's like one day. You get one day to watch dubbed, you get one day to watch subbed, and that's it. And it's not like they have screenings during the entire day. It's this one time slot during this one day. So I really took it's both the My Hero Academia movies and Dragon Ball Super Broly. Those two were the ones I have to go on this date at this time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because, like, Demon Slayer, in fact, it was the whole weekend. But they kept adding screeners because it was sold out. Like I didn't get tickets opening night. I got them for Sunday with my friend. And then my girlfriend was like, found tickets and got them for Thursday night. Because she's never seen anime before, Ren. Like, besides the Pokemon, the Yu-Gi-Oh! So she went and saw it. And now she wants to watch it. She fucking loved the movie. And
is it welcoming? Is it welcoming for someone who has never seen the? Oh, okay.
Well,
because usually anime movies are.
It's hit or miss. Because it's canon. It's heavy canon. Yeah. It takes place. It's the bridge between season 1 and season 2. So like it takes place right after season 1, and like the events throughout it all. You know how like most of like My Hero Academia, for instance, like the second movie has like big stuff that happens in it, but like then at the end they're like, oh, it doesn't happen. You know, and it's a little bit annoying.
It gets undone.
But in a sense, if they left it in there, it would change the entire narrative for quite a while. Mm-hmm. It changes the narrative. Like I'm not going to get into spoilers, but it kills off a pretty big character, and I was not expecting that. And I was like, holy fuck. And the film, it's crazy because like it's actually a movie. Because before we went in, I told my girlfriend like the basic stuff, what the story is about, what's been going on, where they're at right now. And that's all she needed to know. yes, did she miss out on like certain elements and like certain things that I forgot to mention? You know, like why does this demon have like a number in its eye? Why is this like, what do the demons do? What is his journey all about? I missed out certain small things like that, but I hit the nice topics, and we left, and she gave it a 9 out of 10. She said my review would be a 9 out of 10. She goes, I want to see the show. She thought it was a little too long, which I agree with that. It was almost 2 hours, and I didn't think it needed to be. I thought it could have been at. I said it in my review, and of course, people, you know, it could have been 3 hours, and I would have been happy. Yes, like
good for you.
But like as a film, it should not have been almost 2 hours long. You could have easily cut like legit. You probably could have cut. You probably could have cut 10 minutes out, honestly. Okay. And it would have made for a better pace. But yeah, dude, like it's a good weekend for movies. But like Mortal Kombat, man, dude, like I don't think we're gonna get into spoilers. Maybe next week we'll talk about it if they want.
It. There's really like only one big spoiler to talk about, and that's it. You know, I talked about it in my review. My review is spoiler free. It's up right now on the channel. But after the grading, I talk quickly about the one spoiler. You know, that's worth talking anything about, really.
Yeah, which I have like again, I've still in the camp that I don't think. I do not believe Cole should have been the main character still. There's nothing against Louis Tan. I think Louis Tan's the only reason I like that character. But I cannot emphasize enough. They should have just done Johnny Cage as the main character. I think if you're going to do a fish out of water story, I get why they had Cole, like because of certain things. But if you're going to do a fish out of water story, they should have just done Johnny Cage. You could have just made Johnny Cage that character, and I think it would have worked better overall. That's just my opinion.
Disagree. I agree and disagree. But we'd have to get into spoilers.
Okay, so we'll leave.
Because my problem with Cole wasn't that they didn't go all the way with him. They clearly they built up this one thing, and then they kind of met each other halfway. Yeah. They had their cake and ate it too. If that's the expression, I never know if I'm saying it right. But, you know, like, go all the way with it. Remember my theory video, Zach? I was kind of right, just the details were off. And because those details were off, it felt kind of, why aren't you doing this? Go for it, movie. Do your thing.
That's what I thought they should have done. To be honest, I was waiting for them to do that exact thing. And then, like, obviously it doesn't happen. And I was like...
But it kind of does.
It kind of does, but then I was like, well, what was the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, exactly. Yeah. Like, I agree. I fully agree.
You could have just done Johnny Cage and had something. You know what I mean? I just, you know, I'm biased because I love fucking Johnny Cage, and he's like, besides Scorpion, he's my favorite fucking character in the whole entire games. But I just, and like, you know, I like Sonya Blade. I think this is what I'll put. Every actor does a great job in the fucking roles. I mean, especially they brought Kano is great. Cabal, dude, great job with Cabal.
I wish I didn't like Cabal's voice. Like the actor did a good job. The actor did a great job in his performance, like his vocal performance and the suit actor as well. I didn't think that was the voice for Cabal. Like, it's not anything against the actor. It's just a case of miscasting. Like. What's Ben Foster? Ben Foster,
like the way they did the voice.
Ben Foster is an amazing actor. He should not have been the like elder sorcerer in Warcraft or anything. Yeah. Like he's amazing, but he shouldn't have had that role. You know.
No.
Anyway.
Also, shout out to the visual effects team for.
Yes.
Also, I didn't know the budget was actually $100 million. Did you?
It was. Oh wow.
Dude,
okay.
So it was first said to be 50. But now reports are coming out that it's 95 to 100. I don't know if that's included the marketing, because I would say that's probably the marketing. There's no way they made a $100 million Mortal Kombat film.
No, I would a first-time director, a first-time screenwriter?
Yeah, there's no way. So. There's no way. Yeah. I with marketing included, I can understand, because typically it does cost like another $50 million depending on how big your film is, but. I just hope we get a sequel. I'll say that, man.
Same,
if
dude.
I get it. The critic, like, I get it. overall, like, it's not a critics movie, but I think you can take what you did in this film. And some of the critics are complaining about stupid things. Like, the biggest complaint I've seen is there is actually no Mortal Kombat tournament. But I'm like, have you not? Then that just goes to show you haven't played like the recent games, because there really is.
That one I agree with. I have played the recent games, but to me it's like it's not like the 11th movie. It's like it's the first. Do Mortal Kombat.
I get that, but like they set up the fights pretty well to the point where it does feel like the game. I didn't really care that there was no tournament, because we were getting the fights in that style anyways. Now, if we didn't get a ton of fights,
I feel the other way around. If we're getting the fights anyways, why not have the tournament?
That's true, but I think they wanted to set up like the world, because I think it's planned 4 movies. They've already planned out 4 movies.
Here's hoping, dude. Here's hoping.
Be honest. Do you think we get a sequel or no?
Ask me that again next week. Ask me that again next week.
You think they'll announce it within the week?
Not that they'll announce it, but we'll have a better idea of how it was received by the public, how much it made in terms of subscription,
I looked at the box office already for this one, so let me bring it back up.
For the opening day?
For where it's already opened.
Oh.
So, where the fuck is it? Let me go to, what the fuck is it? Box Office Mojo, that's fucking garbage now. God, I literally the fucking worst website now. It used to be fucking great, and now it's like literally the biggest piece of shit you could ever use. So it's already made 10 million worldwide.
That's not too much, given that it is worldwide. So yeah. So again, ask me next week. Hell, if Zach doesn't remember to ask me that next week, you guys remember to ask me that next week.
Yeah.
But I will say for now, I really want to see
15 out here if it hits that. So
that's good. Like opening weekend, that's
pandemic,
pretty good in
yes,
the times
that's
we're
great.
at. Yeah, for
that's
sure.
Great for a pandemic.
All right, before we start with our
theater was
official
sold
main
out. So I'll
topic,
say that my theater was sold out.
Yeah,
so
that's good. Before we start with our main topic, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Let's say hello to KW Gamer, Demonician Scott, and Gico EP. Before we move on, there's a proper question for now. What about Makad Brooks as Jax? I know him as the brother of Billy Brooks from Double Toasted, and he was in that Tyler Perry movie Fall from Grace. I know him as Jimmy Olsen in Supergirl. That's the only role I know him from. I thought it was pretty good. Like, Jax is not one of the main characters, but he does have some highlights, man. He does have some pretty cool highlights. That's all I can say. Alright, let's move on to our first official Marvel topic. And hello to Hizzy Hey, thank you. I like the cut. It had been a while, and it's still not 0. They didn't cut me 0 this time, even though I asked for it. But anyway, Zach. Earlier this week, the second day of the week, on Monday, there was a trailer released for an upcoming Marvel film. We were trolled. We were told the trailer was coming in the next few weeks, but Marvel dropped the first trailer for Shang-Chi. Speaking of martial arts, Mortal Kombat, Shang-Chi, the first trailer is out. What are your thoughts on the trailer, and do you need to see another? Will you see the other one that comes out eventually?
You know, for the sake of the job we're in, I probably will. Just because it sucks. I've like come to the point like I don't even want to see the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. I know I need to because of a trailer reaction that would be fucking great. My biggest apprehension towards it though is if I don't, because I tried doing it with Rise of Skywalker, then block all the words, blah blah blah, go on Twitter. Oh, Palpatine's back. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like I just can't fucking win. It doesn't matter how many words I block or anything like that. So I'm probably going to. It's just because like we know Fing Fang Doom is in this film somewhere, and like that's the one. Like I hope they don't show in the trailer, but probably a second trailer they would because this was technically a teaser. But like, do you think Simu was actually like surprised that they put the trailer up? Do you think it was like a play, like they knew they were putting the trailer? Because he acted so surprised.
He acted really surprised, but I legit have not seen enough of him like outside of his role, specifically in Kim's Convenience. Hashtag save Kim's Convenience. So I have seen like a couple of videos that Canadian YouTubers and media did with him. Like I saw a really cool video that they went with him and a few other cast members of Kim's Convenience to a snack shop, but it doesn't really get you a sense of who he is outside of acting. So I really can't say. I have legit no idea.
Because I'll say, if he knew, I'm going to be mad, dude. I woke up, saw that poster, posted, went back to bed, got up, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Seriously? This is what we're doing. All right. But the trailer's fantastic. I don't know anything about Shang-Chi. That's how you say it, right? It's Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi. I say Shang-Chi. I don't think either of them is
Kevin
wrong,
Feige says Shang-Chi. That's how he says
it. Yeah, so say
Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. Dude, again, as someone, I bought 2 comics right after the trailer.
Nice.
I went and bought 2 of them because I want to know more about this character. And fuck
the ones
Target.
that Leo recommended.
Yeah, let me hear this say, fuck Target. I went to Target and they had all the toys out already. They had, which they're not supposed to be. And I saw them and I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy them. So picked them all up, grabbed them, walked up to the front, even grabbed some extras to give away on the fucking channel. You know, being a fucking great person. Walk up, doesn't let me scan them. And I have a way to get around it, but I didn't want to be that
so
type
it's
of
free.
person. Yeah. So, dude, the person comes up, and I'm like, I want to buy these. And she goes, oh, yeah, we can't sell these till the 25th, which is tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, so now you're telling me I'm going to have to go fight scalpers. Like, fuck you. Like, you can't hold it for me? Like, what an inconvenience.
Yeah. Kim's Inconvenience, would you say?
Hey, but dude, I am so excited to see him in this. I think what Black Panther did for culture, I think Shang-Chi is going to do the exact same thing. In every way.
That's true. That's a great point. And not only for culture, but if it goes well and it looks as good in the film as it does, like in that quick editing in the trailer, it might kind of bring back martial arts movies. Like, the martial arts, again, let's go back to Mortal Kombat a bit, were awesome, but unfortunately it's not the type of movie that will bring back that genre or sub-genre.
Did you ever see Shadow, by the way?
The Shadow with Alec Baldwin?
No.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. I know which one you're talking about. No, I have not seen it.
Oh, okay. I bought it a while ago, and I heard it's really good, so...
I heard it
talking
too.
about martial arts films and stuff. It was like Chris Stuckman's one of his top movies. So
yeah, have you seen? I remember this because I need to rewatch this one now that I've seen Mortal Kombat and I'm kind of getting that kick for. Yes.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet. Someone commented and they're like, if you love Joe Talisman, you need to see this movie.
Yes, you need to see it.
Isn't it long though? It's like 2 hours though.
It's 2 hours. It's
okay.
2 hours. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to put it on. Like the next time I get time to, maybe I'll watch it. Let me see. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow, depending on, because I'm seeing Demon Slayer again, so we'll kind of see how I feel before the Oscars.
Dude, if you like, it's as brutal as the Raid, if not more. It's
really?
As brutal as the Raid. Yes, it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original over there and over here, so it's right at hand. Like you, I really love this trailer. I was really impressed, like you as well. I know very little of Shang-Chi. I know he's a master of Kung Fu. I've read a lot of comics that he is in.
I didn't know he was
just
related
never
to
followed.
the Mandarin, though.
He is and he isn't. It's gone back and forth, different origins, rebooting.
Okay, so it just depends on the one that we're getting now.
Yeah, it depends.
Okay.
But I'm really loving like this sense that we get of the Mandarin. Because this is Shang-Chi. But then there's this looming shadow, even though he's barely in the trailer.
And who's that death dude, shadow. The ninja? He's called the
Death Dealer.
Yeah. Who's that?
I know very little, but I'm guessing he or she is a hitman for the Mandarin.
Okay. Dude, the war sequences too, man, looked
going back to the past.
Yeah.
I also really like that the 10 rings are now bracelets.
On his hand. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember I had a Mandarin figure that he had all the 10 rings, and he was like Palpatine, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
I have that too from the 90s Iron Man cartoon, the animated series. Hey. I really like this adaptation. I personally wouldn't have minded if they stayed I personally wouldn't have minded if they stayed rings, but it's really cool that they're changing it a little bit, not to be another hand thing that you have to put on your hand, and you get like golden hands and
Yeah.
stuff. It would be too similar to the Infinity
But,
Gauntlet.
dude,
So I get it. Doesn't bother me either way, to be honest.
I love this director, Destin. I'm so
Mhm.
excited to see what he does with this. And
Guys, watch Just Mercy.
and
Not
Short
enough
Term
of you have
12.
seen. Yes, but Just Mercy
How
is
about
better.
those are the two films this week?
Yeah, you know
Just
what?
Mercy and
Yes.
Short Term 12.
Yes, let me type it up in the chat. Just Mercy and or, because people might only have time to watch one.
Yeah.
Short Term 12.
Both fantastic films.
Those are the two movies for this week if you guys want to watch it. But yeah, man, this trailer, impressed, was not expecting, loving. Again, I get a kick out of martial arts movies. I get a kick out of violence.
But like this trailer was,
violence.
dude, this trailer.
Yeah, it was, and it looks great.
Action.
The cinematography when he's fighting like the Death Dealer looks a lot of Skyfall. I even posted a joke tweet about it.
By the way, I don't know if you saw the stunt team. Hello?
Oh, I'm losing you. I can hear you, but you're cutting.
Oh, I don't know why. I can leave.
Okay, I can hear you now again. Again. You're good.
Sounds good.
The stunt team on this was what?
Jackie Chan's.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's really good.
Yeah, I saw someone
I'm
post
loving
that,
this.
I was like,
I'm into the hype. I'm into the hype now. I'm not going to watch another trailer. Like my trailer reactions, for some reason, just don't do that well. So it's not even worth it for me, like, to force myself to watch another trailer. But yeah, I'm into this, and this trailer certainly gets a night. How about you, Zach?
Same. This was one of the best teasers they've done.
Oh yeah,
it teased just enough. It didn't show anything, but it got me super excited.
And it was a little bit more than just a teaser. Again, as you said, without showing it too much.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, out of this year, this was probably one of my things that I wasn't like. I was excited for, but I like didn't need to like, you know, out of that hype scale. Now I'm fucking hyped.
After the trailer, it would probably make it was one of my honorable mentions just because it's an MCU film. Until they actually do a movie I don't like, there are always at least going to be honorable mentions. But now it would probably go to top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our second topic. Another Marvel piece of news, ladies and gentlemen. The cast for Marvel Secret Invasion is stacking up really good. They just added Emilia Clarke, where late last week we heard about Olivia Colman was in talks, and up until now nothing has been confirmed, but Emilia Clarke herself has officially signed on and is officially joining Kingsley Ben-Adir, Samuel L. Jackson, and Ben Mendelsohn in the new MCU series. Zach, I just said that I'll always be somewhat excited for every MCU thing they announce, just because they haven't done anything I don't like. But Secret Invasion was kind of low. Like, on my most anticipated shows list, I was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But right now, it's very low, just because we don't know anything, we don't have a cast. But as this cast has been stacking up, it's going very up there. It's going very up there. They're like snagging all this British talent into the show, and I get super excited just for the prospect that she could probably play the Queen Skrull. How do you feel about not only Emilia's casting the Queen herself, but also the other Queen herself, Olivia Colman, and Kingsley Ben-Adir, who played, of course, Malcolm X in One Night in Miami, which you also should watch if you have not.
Which we know he is the villain. We know for sure he is the villain,
yes.
So I'm gonna say this: if she's a Queen Skrull, would she be a villain? I don't know if that character is a villain or not.
Yeah, we don't know, because if it was a direct adaptation from the comics, sure. But after Captain Marvel twisted that around, it's actually really interesting to speculate now, because we really don't know. Yes, maybe she is a Queen Skrull.
Yeah, because I know they've talked about it where like they said that there's good Skrulls, but with every race,
obviously
bad. So like aliens type stuff when they talk about it. So I don't remember who said that. Was it Kevin Feige? I'm pretty sure
It probably was Kevin
Yeah.
Feige. I think so.
Because I remember a lot of people had issues with that. They're like, aren't the Skrulls bad people? And he goes, well, like, just like alien species you see in films, you know, there's always good
Just
and
like
bad
humans.
ones. Yeah. So, it's interesting. I didn't really care about the show straight off the bat because I feel like this is a movie that could have been a Avengers level type film, to be honest. But this cast is so good. I think my thing is I need to see this concept and the synopsis of it all. No, you know what I mean? Like, what is the purpose of this show? Like, what heroes are we gonna get in it? Because he said it's not gonna be to the heights of an Avengers film, but then like we got Captain America: Civil War, so part of me actually thinks it might be on that scale.
Yeah,
or like a little bit like that, where we get quite a bit of heroes, but not a ton.
And it could be, because even in just WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, not talking about like how we feel about either show right now, but Falcon and Winter Soldier is a much bigger show than WandaVision was. WandaVision was very personal, very local, and yes, there are a lot of personal elements to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, don't get me wrong, but it is clearly a more encompassing, a more global show that has all these things going on. The adventure involves almost the entire world. So as of right now, it does. We only have two, and we're gonna get Loki. I mean, Loki's gonna travel through space and time. So right now, it feels like as the shows go, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. So it wouldn't surprise me if Secret Invasion is a movie-style global action adventure with a lot of big characters, big names attached to it, and it's building up to be great at this point, I think.
Yeah.
All right, I'm certainly knighting this. I mean, I love all the castings we've gotten this far, but specifically Emilia Clarke, guys. I'm biased, I'll admit, but this gets a big night for me. How about you, Zach?
Thank you. I the only sad part about it is I really wanted her in the DC universe. All I'll say is I hope she's not a one and done. That's what I'll say. Same with Ben Kingsley, so or is it Ben Kingsley? Is that his name, or is it Kingsley Adir?
Kingsley Ben Adir.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our third topic. This is probably the one Zach is most excited about. I'm super excited about it too. Don't get me wrong, but so it's not coming up for some reason. Maybe my internet is failing. But SpiderVerse 2 has added a trio of directors. Well, in reality, has added two more directors, because Joaquin Dos Santos was already announced. But joining Joaquin Dos Santos, who has written a ton of great Spider-Man stories. He has directed Avatar. He has directed The Legend of Korra. But now Kemp Powers, who wrote last year One Night in Miami, which totally should have gotten more love at the Oscars, and Soul, and they're also joined by Justin K. Thompson, who was in the animation department in the first Spider-Verse movies. Zach, I love Joaquin. I love what Justin K. Thompson and his entire team did in the first Spider-Man, but really the news here, for me at least, is Kemp Powers joining the directing team. I couldn't be more excited. If I was already excited, we all were excited for Spider-Verse 2, because the first one was so tremendously great. How much better can this get, Zach?
Man, I don't know, because the first film also had three directors. I saw some people complaining that, like, oh my god, they have three. The first film also had three directors, guys, and I think it makes sense because of the way that they have to do the animation. I think that's the biggest takeaway, is like the animation is so unique to Spider-Verse. It takes a lot, and it seems like all three of these directors bring a different flair that I think will add. I think Kemp Powers might be working a little bit more on the emotional and the script side, I feel, whereas Justin K. Thomas, that's the one who did Korra, right?
No, the one that did Korra was Joaquin.
So Joaquin Dos Santos, he might be building up the world a little more, where Justin K. Thomas might be working on everything else. It's gonna be interesting. I'll say this: I'm not that worried about this film anymore. Not at all. Nice. I was a little nervous that it wasn't gonna live up to the original, but I think at this point I don't have a worry in it, and I'm just fuck, man. Give me the film now. Give me the film now.
Yeah.
You know, now.
It's exciting. Taking care of the script is Phil Lord, Chris Miller, and David Callahan, who I know GCOEP brought it up earlier in the chat, but he wrote Wonder Woman 1984, he also wrote Doom, and he also just wrote Mortal Kombat, and he also wrote Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, as you can see right here.
Yeah.
Not here. Here. You can see right here. And shout out to Candid Cinema. Amanda is here. Thank you for being here, Amanda. Go subscribe to her channel if you haven't yet. And hello to John Cena as well. I hadn't said hi to him. But yeah, man, this is exciting. Look, what I'm about to say, don't take it as a hard-earned rule. That's not how directing works. But if I was to guess, I would kind of say Joaquin is taking care of like the lore, the big world scope of the film. I think Kemp is taking care of the more profound themes that the film will address, because judging from One Night in Miami, judging from Soul, those are profound themes that those films talk about. And Jessica Kane Thompson, I think he's taking care of how things work in animation. If he's a director, he's directing actors. Like, you don't deliver your lines the same way as you would in live action, you know? So this is tremendously exciting. All good news. Right now, Zach, all I need is for us to get the official announcement that Oscar Isaac's Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099, is going to be the lead character alongside Miles Morales. That's all I want. Make me happy, please. SpiderVerse 2. This, again, without a shadow of a doubt, gets a night. How about you?
Same, man. Same. 100%. Bring on the fucking sequel.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, let's go to our penultimate topic, which was meant to be the original main topic of the show, and that is that after last week's, 2 weeks ago in fact, big news of all the Sony movies going to Netflix, Disney has inked a licensing deal with Sony for Spider-Man and all their Marvel properties. The new deal will cover all theatrical releases from 2022 to 2026, films following its Pay 1 TV window at Netflix, granting the House of Mouse the opportunity to scoop up the titles after they hit the former streaming platform, where they will first debut approximately 9 months after the theatrical release. This landmark multi-year platform agnostic agreement guarantees that the team at Disney Media and Entertainment Distribution a tremendous amount of flexibility and breadth of programming possibilities to leverage Sony's rich slate of award-winning action and family films across our direct-to-consumer, that's the streaming platform, services, and linear channels. Zach, I mean, this kind of negates the story we negates the story we covered 2 weeks ago on our show with that big, massive Netflix Sony deal. But I love this. Spider-Man once again is coming home. All of the Spider-Man. How are you feeling about this?
I have a lot of emotions with this, man.
Ooh, okay.
So, and it's all good. For the most part, it's pretty good. So let me say this. It is really weird. It is really weird that they did the Netflix deal. And then now this is announced. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I think there's quite a few reasons, because technically they don't get these films till 2023? But isn't Netflix 2022 or?
That's the thing that is confusing. I'll admit. So it depends on when the movies come out.
Okay, so like it's I'm fucking confused. I'll just say that I'm still confused with the overall deal. But what I understand is pretty much, because I know they said like Netflix, you know, Netflix 2021, anything Sony does, so say they wanted to do a fucking Venom TV show, they would have first dibs. That's pretty much the way that deal read. Then they get all their films. Then after that, Netflix can renew their deal, or Sony can take it somewhere else. Yeah. Which, exactly. It seems like Disney's like, let's take that deal. They went in and said, hey, let's make a deal for 2022 to 2026. Yeah, which is fucking 4 years. So there's a couple things. First off, Sony's going to re-up that Marvel deal now. Sony would not have done this deal with Disney. And I think there is more to this deal that is not out there yet.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you think do you think we get, not right now, not like, I wouldn't even say like this year. So not this year, but would you say, is there a possibility at all we get the announcement of brand new shows that are focused on Spider-Man characters? Not necessarily Spider-Man himself.
Let's see the new film.
Okay.
Because there have been heavy rumors for a while that, which just so everyone knows, the Venom 2 trailer is apparently next week. So just so everyone knows. And probably all of May, there will probably be a new trailer almost every other day. Just because now they got to start marketing these films. But going about it, let's see this new film. Let's see Toby, Andrew, how they handle them, if they live, if they die, if Miles Morales goes up anywhere. Let's just leave it there. What happens with their characters? How is it received? What happens in Doctor Strange 2? Because honestly, at this point, I think Spider-Man's in that film too. I'm like fully believe he's in the film. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you this. I think that deal is renewed. I think that deal was renewed with this. I think they paid probably a hefty sum to keep that deal and to keep him in the MCU. And I think they kind of needed to, because also the Disney parks have a Spider-Man ride opening, and wouldn't it be weird?
I think they both need it. I think that both Disney and Sony, they're at a place where they're like, we're both making a lot of money. Why don't we keep that going, Well,
and that's where I'm going to say this. I think I'm going to go more on the Garfield side. I think they're going to continue one of the Spider-Man story. And I'm going to say it's Garfield.
You think Garfield, okay.
Don't get me wrong. If they announce Tobey Maguire, I will flip the fuck out. But I only say Garfield because I think he's more willing to come back. From everything we've heard on set, Tobey's kind of the hard one to get. Where I feel like Garfield loves this character so much. And I feel like if Kevin Feige has his hands a little bit finessed in there, I could see them in a sense saying Garfield's from the Venomverse or Morbius. You know what I mean? And doing character.
So, let's say they announce it. Andrew Garfield comes back for a new Spider-Man movie. Mm-hmm. Who would you want to direct? Because he certainly doesn't want to work with Mark Webb again, and Mark Webb doesn't want to work with big studios right now.
No. Who do I want to direct? Honestly, if Andy Serkis does a great job in Venom 2, let it him.
Oh, interesting choice.
But if we're going like deeper, there's a couple directors I have in mind. I can't ever say his name right, but I really want him to do a superhero film. He was supposed to do Flash, but he couldn't. It's Rick
Famuyiwa.
Yeah, who's actually my main pick for Blade right now. That's who I want to do the Blade film.
Rick Famuyiwa directed Spider-Man film would be cool.
I think.
I actually have a choice that just came to mind.
Okay.
Now this choice is not going to be popular, and I wouldn't even say this dude is one of my favorite directors. Like, not even close, to be honest. But thinking of the amazing Spider-Man films, looking at the style of those films, I think this is actually a good fit. And in fairness, yes, the last film this dude made left a sour note on us all, on most of us at least. I do know people that love his last film. But he has also done really great films in the past. I think for Andrew Garfield to come back, and again, I'm not saying either this dude does it or nobody does. Not saying that whatsoever. But J.J. Abrams is a pretty good pick. And if you want to bring J.J. Abrams back to Disney,
but I don't think he will, just because of Warner Brothers, and I think he has a deal with them right
now. That's right. You're right.
I could be wrong. I don't know how that deal works, though. I don't know if it's more on a producing side or if he can only work with them. Because, they legally can't do that. Because they have to keep the free market rule. Like, they can't hire you and say, you just work for us. Lisa Joy and Jonathan Nolan technically have a huge deal with Amazon Prime. And when that got announced, I was like, fuck, that means they're probably not going to do Westworld Season 4. But then Westworld Season 4 got renewed. So I wasn't as scared. And do you know Lisa Joy has a film coming out this year?
She does? She directed?
Yeah, it's Warner Brothers. It's reminiscent. It has Rebecca Ferguson and Hugh Jackman in it. It's a sci-fi. It's a sci-fi romance or some shit.
Oh, that's cool. I did not know about that.
Yeah.
Oops.
Remind me after the show to talk about it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I'll tell you a little bit.
All right. Before we move on to our final topic, Zach, what's your verdict?
I'm gonna knight this. This is fucking huge. I think this is bigger than people understand. The Netflix thing was big.
Yeah.
Because you know how they want to do that Silk show? Like they've been talking about doing a Silk or Silver Sable. I think...
Which I'm not excited about.
It depends who's doing it, to be honest. That's kind of where I'm at.
I'll check it out. I'm just not a fan of the character.
Neither am I. I'm not a fan of either of those characters. I like Silk. I've kind of come around on Silk a little bit more in some of the things I've read about her. But I thought they should introduce her in a SpiderVerse film first. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to tell you right now. I was going to say, maybe like they'll do spinoffs. Nah, I think we're going to see like a SpiderVerse spinoff on Disney Plus. I think we'll get because they've talked about doing so many of them. They had a buddy crime of a buddy cop, whatever, team up film between Nicolas Cage's character and Spider-Ham. And it never came about to be. And that was one that I wanted to see. So I think that's what the deal is. I think there's more to this than we know. And I think
I would love to see a show in the style of What If, but it wouldn't be What If. It would be like you have like a 10-episode season, let's say.
Yeah.
And every episode you follow one of those Spider-Men. So you have a Spider-Ham story. Next week you have a Spider-Man War story. Then next week you have Penny Parker story. And then you have a Peter B. Parker story. I would love to see that, like individual adventures in 20-minute episode increments. I think that'd be awesome. All right. Let's move on to our final topic, the topic that broke late last night for me. And that is that Captain America 4 has officially been announced. Because Malcolm Spellman is picking up the shield once more, there's a new Captain America movie in development. The head writer of Falcon and Winter Soldier is developing a fourth Captain America movie for Marvel Studios. He is penning the script with Dallin Mooson, a staff writer on the show, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Dude! What do we think about this? How excited are we, Zach?
I'm excited for Mackie. I don't like the directing and writing choices.
Oh,
it's nothing against them. I have a lot of script issues with what they did with Falcon and Winter Soldier. So I get bringing in that team, but I would have preferred someone else taking on the mantle.
Okay.
I always like when they switch up directors, to be honest. The only one that I've kind of always been iffy on switching is James Gunn. That's kind of the only one I've always been iffy on switching around, just because it does. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is literally his stuff. So,
yeah.
But like, good for them. Like, I mean, prove me wrong. Show me that like maybe like, you just didn't have that much time to write a script or stuff. I'm just happy they're not doing a season 2. I very much would have preferred Anthony Mackie getting his own movie as Captain America than another show. That's just my opinion. So I love this. I love this for Mackie. I'm so excited for him. And sorry if you've not seen the episode yet, but fuck goddamn, that suit is awesome. That suit is freaking great. The way he was swinging around. I mean, honestly, dude, he's a badass. It was just awesome. I got chills. I smiled. Dude, when he goes, I am Captain America. Yes, you fucking are, man. You are Captain America. Bucky patting him on the back. Oh my God, dude. All that stuff just worked great. So I'm assuming Bucky's in this show too, right?
I mean, I hope so, because it's got to be the team up now. I definitely want a season 2. I definitely really, really want a season 2 now that or season 1, because now it's Captain America and a Winter Soldier. But I'm very excited about this. I have similar and yet dissimilar thoughts to yours. I love this as a show. I want to keep seeing it as a show, but I don't think we have to choose. Why choose between a movie and a show? Do both. You can do both. You're not running out of money, Marvel. You're not running out of money, Disney. So you can do both. You can do both of these things and continue them, and you bring more people into the shows that way. Because right now we're having these supporting characters from the movies showing up and having their own shows, which is great. But if you do a movie with new Captain America Sam Wilson, and then you do a show with Captain America Sam Wilson, people will more naturally flow to that. Because, oh, I just saw this character in the movie, and now he has his own show? Yes, please. So I think this can work very well. I don't have the worry you have about the director and writer. Like, he's not someone I'm very familiar with. Like, before the show, I would have never guessed him. But after what he did with the show, I think it's a pretty good choice. Not that there's anything wrong with the way you're feeling
and
about
he
it.
didn't do a bad job. I have issues with, like, too much stuff in that fucking show. They really should have focused in on certain things. I think what they did with Sharon Carter was fucking stupid. I think, which the more I think about it, I think she's gonna end up being the villain for Armor Wars.
Yeah, Joe Fletcher is just saying that. I actually find that exciting.
Yeah,
I agree with you with your thoughts on Sharon Carter. I think it was very botched.
But why her?
But I
would have rather them just done a fucking new character or something like that. Is that how her character is in the comics? Because when I read, she's not. I don't like.
She's a good person. She's Steve's wife. They have a son together. I don't mind the idea of Sharon Carter being.
I just don't think it was done well.
But the execution was botched, to say the least. Like, they confirm, okay, yes, she's a power broker. Okay, why? What is the reason behind that? Did she want to kill Sam? Why would she risk bringing in Batroc, knowing he wants to kill Sam, and running that risk?
And then, like, at the end, who's she talking to?
I do like that mystery, but the cons are certainly more than
I think it's Justin Hammer, 100%. Man. I see G. Colby Porter also thinks it. I think
that would be cool.
I think he is going to be. I think they're both going to be the main villain. I hated it. I hated it. I really did not like the Sharon Carter stuff. The Carly stuff just, again, never hit the mark. And then John Walker, one of the most interesting characters of the entire show, at the end, like, I don't know. Is U.S. Agent a fucking hero or not? Can you please tell me this? Because I'm not versed in this character.
He has been a villain. He has been an anti-hero.
Okay, because the stuff I've seen from him is only villain stuff. That's the only.
And he was, for the longest time, he was a villain. To me, the thing with John, I was going to say John Carter. John Carter is awesome, by the way. John Walker. It's weird because when they do that moment of redemption, I really loved it, Zach.
I thought it really worked. I loved it.
It was a bit too soon because, like, he had just turned into a villain. He was a villain for an episode, but still, really liked the moment. Cool to see him getting a redemption, and the episode entirely focusing on that. You either go after the villains or you save the people, and he chose to save the people. But then he's working with Val still, and he's getting a card and he's joining her team.
Maybe he doesn't know. So what is she forming? The Thunderbolts? Is she doing the Thunderbolts?
I guess. I don't.
There's one character we have not seen post Blip yet. One important character, and I'm waiting for him to show, and that's General Ross. Where is he at right now? Where is he? Because I was reading something. I
thought he could be the one who was talking to Sharon.
Could be, but that's the thing is because did he fall from graces? Did the government blame him for holding back the Avengers? You know, so. It's interesting, and that's the thing I'm waiting for. Now, again, I might look back and be like, all right, this all made sense, this is fine, but where they're doing it right now, I hated it. But everything with Sam and Bucky,
execution is
great. I just want to see, I hope this film is centered on Sam, and him being the Captain America we all need. Because, dude, like, again, I thought about this yesterday, you know, as I'm sitting on the toilet where I do all my great thinking. Don't lie, you guys do it too. Don't lie. That's some of your best thoughts come from. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, dude, we got a fucking black Captain America. Like, can you imagine watching the first Avengers film and thinking they're going to give Sam Wilson the shield within 10 years?
No, because Sam Wilson did not exist in the movies at the time. But I know what you mean. But, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I know I got people in my comment, Bucky should have gotten the shield. Fuck off. Bucky doesn't need the shield. Bucky didn't want the shield. No. it was passed to Sam for a reason, and I feel like as the movies have built up, it made sense.
Yes,
Especially in the time we are in. As a relevant thing, I loved it. And then everything with Isaiah Bradley, whew,
oh
perfect.
man.
I will say, though,
editing that part, like putting up the clip on my video, I started crying again, dude.
Yeah, it's so emotional. Shit. I will say, though, I get his grandson ends up becoming what, the Patriot?
The Patriot, yeah.
The setup for his grandson, I'm glad it wasn't like in your face, you know, type thing.
I don't think they have started that setup. I think they introduced a character, and come season 2 or season 1 of Captain America and the Winter Soldier, then they're gonna start like building him up to become.
I'm telling you, I don't think they're gonna do another season.
Really?
I think he's gonna be in this show. I think he's gonna be like his right hand man.
Okay, all right.
So, does the kid have super serum though? Like, is he part super?
In the comics, I believe he does. At one point, he gets it, but not.
Because I was just wondering if Isaiah has it.
Yeah, maybe because it goes down in the blood. Maybe he's not necessarily a super soldier, but he is more. Okay. He is stronger than the regular human who doesn't have shit in his blood.
I wish they would have shown. Also, I wish they would have shown Don Cheadle somewhere in the last episode. I don't know if his COVID restrictions. I know the last episode was made during COVID. I will say this was a better finale overall than WandaVision. This was the better finale.
I will agree. I will say they're on pretty on par, but yes, it's more satisfying to everything.
I really hope Loki hits it out of the park, because like WandaVision, I thought was near perfect to the finale. I think this film or this show, it's weird. I've never really liked and loved elements, but for everything I love, there's something that I just had a fucking eye roll to.
Yeah, there was. I don't think there was anything truly god awful, but a lot of things were botched, and another read through of the script could have not easily, because it's never easy to write a script, but just one more look at the script.
Rewrite.
Just one more rewrite could have polished a little bit of those.
What would you have taken out? I honest to God, I think I would have given him. I get it. If there was actually a virus thing with the whole Carly thing that it's actually rumored that they took out, then okay, I get that. But I get in the context of the world we are in, I would have just put it in there. To be honest, I think it harmed more to take it out. And I think people are smart enough to the general movie going audience. I'm not saying everyone's smart, but there's some fuckers out there that are dumb. But for the most part, I think people would be smart and understand this was made before COVID, and this was written and created before COVID. So I don't know.
I have two answers to that. Like, what would I have changed? I'm going to give you an answer that kind of rewrites what the point of the show was. I'm going to give you another answer where it kind of goes along with what they wanted to do anyway. So the one thing that kind of rewrites a little bit of things is I would have made the Power Broker the villain, the ultimate villain. Like around episode 4, I would have given the power back to the Power Broker, and the Flag Smashers would kind of become anti-heroes, and people would start to see more of their point. And the conclusion that we get to, the final Captain America speech, which was awesome, I would have done that maybe in episode 5, so we could deal with the Power Broker as the villain.
Yep.
Even if it was still a secret. I would have dealt with that as the final episode. The one thing I will say, that goes a little bit along with what they wanted to do, and again, it still kind of changes things, but I would have made the Flag Smashers much more interesting. I would have focused more on them to let them grow, let them develop better. It kind of goes against our complaints of the show, but at the same time, if you polish that a little more, if you focus on that a little more, I think you'd get great results.
I agree with you.
All right, Zach, what's your verdict on Sam Wilson Captain America 4 movie coming on?
I'm gonna give it a huge night, man, and a little bit more detail did come out at night, but no one really talked about it. The Chris Evans thing that kind of broke that he was coming back. He's not involved in this. They are saying that he is not involved in this at all. So that is a complete. You don't see. I still believe. I think he's just gonna pop up in something small. But you know what? I was thinking this. Maybe Marvel really is trying to get him back to do a Disney Plus show of him taking back the stones.
I don't
need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I know. Again, I'm telling you this. 10 years from now, we'll get Tony and him back for just one film, both of them. It would be like the next Endgame. You think so, dude?
Right now, yes, I still doubt it.
But dude, this next Avengers lineup, it's pretty cool. I mean, think about it. We're gonna have Sam Wilson. Probably at that point, we'll probably have Ironheart in there. We'll have Don Cheadle somewhere in there. We'll have Black Panther, whoever's Black Panther. I know you don't love Ironheart, but I think it's just cool that that the whole team is gonna be like comprised of like just again like the original team was like all white people.
Yeah,
you know,
with
exceptions, but like I think it's just so cool seeing this next Avengers lineup. But what I do end up hoping they do is I don't know how you feel about it. I kind of hope they do the West Coast Avengers and the East Coast Avengers. Like I think at this point there's so many characters that I think you should have these different teams.
No, I want the Avengers to be global. They go anywhere they want. They protect the entire world. I think that's much more. But yeah, the lineup is great. I'm also knighting this. I'm also knighting Captain America 4 because it is Sam Wilson Captain America, and like we said, I hope to see Bucky still with him. It's got to be like the two of them go hand in hand. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to your live questions, and thank you so much, everyone. Joe Fletcher. I haven't thanked Joe Fletcher for being here yet, so thank you, Joe Fletcher. Let's start with that. GKOBP. Been hearing mixed responses for Mortal Kombat, which I would say rightfully so. I think this is a film you're either going to not like and think it's just a bad, boring movie, or you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Like, I had a lot of fun with it. I posted this on my Twitter. I'm actually kind of proud of how I phrased this. Mortal Kombat 2021 is a really fucking cool movie. It's not a very fucking good movie. So that kind of sums it up really well in my mind. Again, because I've seen it. How about you, Zach?
Let me just say this. Do you like the games? I think if you like the games, you'll like this.
Some of them.
if you don't, I don't know. I'll tell you this. The first time I watched it, about 40 minutes in, I told myself I need to turn my fucking brain off. I have to turn my brain off and watch this. Because if you think and you try to analyze like any of the plot details or like what is going on or what's this, I think at that point you're just not going to be for it. But if you can turn off your brain, if you just watch people kick the shit out of each other and just go along with the basic generic scrap together story, then you'll enjoy it. I think Mortal Kombat is that. I definitely hope the next film they get a better screenwriter.
Yeah, a little more polished on the story and actually do Mortal Kombat. Domination Scott, we thought it was really good. I'm very glad, my friend. Jigo will be talking about the Shang-Chi trailer. That trailer looks badass, getting classic Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan vibes. Yes, and I completely agree. We got a mix of both, because in the first half, as it's building up this legend of the relationship between Shang-Chi and the Mandarin, we get a lot of Bruce Lee classic vibes. And then as we start to get into the, like, I would say the personal side of him hanging out with Awkwafina and in his daily normal life as a valet, it kind of gives that Jackie Chan fun with the action vibes. So yeah, I really agree with that. John Cena, we actually can see him in this picture. Hacksaw Ridge or 1917. I actually haven't seen Hacksaw Ridge in the longest time.
Hacksaw's so good.
What do you think between the one and the other? Which one do you
1917. Take? But I really like Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah. I'm going to take 1917 as well, only because, like, until he actually goes to war in Hacksaw Ridge, it's a good movie. It's pretty good movie. It's not yet great until
where 1917 starts and doesn't fucking stop
exactly
until the end. So
John Cena also asks, Ren, do you watch European football? You mean actual football, even though I fucking hate it. It's actual football because they play with their feet. But no, as I
You're a
said,
foot
I fucking
person.
hate it.
Ren has a foot fetish, everyone.
I don't like. I'm just not a sports with balls guy. I know how that sounds. Take that phrase into isolation, put it on Twitter, let it go viral. But I am not a fan with sports with balls. So yeah, Zach,
That's
do you
cool.
watch football, or as you call it,
Like
soccer?
actual football? No, I don't watch soccer. Football,
Okay.
yeah, but not soccer.
No, but that's not football. You don't play with your feet.
Yeah, they do. They
So
kick
it's
the
not-
ball.
No, but then they carry it with their hands for most of the
Yeah,
time. So it's
cool.
not
That's
football.
fine.
No, then
Yeah.
it's handball, not football.
Nice
All right.
hand job.
Thoughts on the Conjuring 3 trailer? We should have added this as one of the news topics. Thought it was fine. Nothing impressive. Nothing too terribly bad either. My biggest complaint is still that title. The title is fucking cringeworthy. I fucking hate it. But the trailer was pretty solid. Some pretty good stuff there. How about you, Zach?
Look at my face right now.
Okay.
That's my reaction. I watched the trailer expecting to jump or get scared, and guys, I'm a scaredy cat. I usually jump. I usually scream. I scream at the dumbest things. I was playing Call of Duty yesterday, and some guy killed me from behind, and I fucking screamed out loud. I mean, I scream over the dumbest shit. Like, just so everyone knows, I am gonna stream myself playing not Mortal Kombat, Resident Evil 8. Because that's the only way I'll beat the game is if I know I have to because people are watching, and I feel like I'll fucking let someone. I don't even care if it's one person. I know if I don't beat it, I'll let one person down though. So, but I watched this thinking I'm gonna get scared, and I left going,
okay,
fuck. I know. The trailer ended, and I thought to myself, fuck. I'll say this: production design looks good. I'm sure Formiga and Patrick Wilson will do fucking great. They always do. It has creepy moments in it. I hated how the trailer was edited together, though. I fucking hated it. It seemed like a generic crime drama with fucking horror elements to it. The jump scares were just Now, I know there's been a lot of things that this film has got a lot of reshoots. So did Conjuring 2, and I liked Conjuring 2. I disagree with that, but I think emotionally, I like how personal that film was. Like the scene of him singing, like I loved it. I loved it. Ever since then, though, these films have become very generic. Besides the Annabelle Creation, I really like that one.
Oh yeah,
I think that one's really well made. The last Annabelle film, the third one, it was just people running from room to room.
It's better than the first one, but not good.
No, The Nun, again, good atmosphere, good production design, some cool, fun moments in it. It kind of felt like Indiana Jones in a weird sense, but wasn't scary, like, whatsoever. La Llorona, I didn't even try to. From what I heard, it felt half-assed into the universe.
I thought it was pretty solid, but yes, it only loosely connects to the universe, but like, that I don't feel that hurts or helps the movie in any regard.
Yeah. I hated I honestly didn't like the trailer at all. I thought it was just fucking bad. I saw it again last night when I went to see Mortal Kombat, and I just sat there going, this movie's not going to be great. I hope I see the movie, and I hope it proves me wrong. I hope I scream a bunch. I hope I shit my pants, and I hope I can come in and say, you know what, I was wrong. Well, guess what? At this point in time, if I could watch that trailer and be completely fine, there's an issue. There's an issue. Because usually horror trailers are pretty good. Usually horror trailers can at least get you. This one didn't.
All right. John Cena also asks, is Shadow and Bone, I'm assuming, worth watching? Yes, there's actually a full review on my channel. No spoilers, and Zach also has a review up. So go check those out. I really recommend it. GKOP, seeing Emilia Clarke, Olivia Colman, and Kingsley Benadir join this cast gets me more excited. Plus, she needs to be in something great after the final season of God, which was good. Stop with the slander. And Terminator Genesis, which is also good. I'm the only person who likes it, though, so I won't give a shit about it. But yeah, I agree.
The final season?
Emilia Clarke is great. Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good, but I was also talking about Terminator Genesis.
Oh, I like Terminator Genesis. I like Terminator.
Yay!
I don't get the hate. It's fun. It's a fun little spin-off type thing that, I wish they wouldn't have shown everything in the trailer, but
that is true. Like,
dude, I can't.
I rewatched the film last year, like, because I was talking with a friend of mine, and then it was on Netflix, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't watched this in a long time. Let me see if I still feel the same. And I don't feel as strongly like before. I would say I really like it. I like it. I think it's a good movie. And then when John Connor comes in, it starts to, okay, here come the issues.
Yeah, but it's fun, dude. I love Emilia Clarke in it, and I love Arnold. Let me say this, though. The worst Terminator film is 3. Rise of the Machines is god-awful. Yes. Thank you. For me, my ranking would be 2, 1, Dark Fate, Genesis. I go back and forth on Genesis and Salvation, because I really like Salvation, too. The director's cut of Salvation's really good. But, I know a lot of people talk about crap, but the biggest crap one's 3. 3's fucking terrible. 3 is terrible.
It's boring. Everyone is bored in it. Arnold doesn't even commit to the jokes.
No,
I hate Rise of the Machines.
I do too. It's terrible.
Tyler Van, how are you guys? I'm very good, Tyler. Thank you for asking. Hope you are well too. The cinema close to where I live is showing Wrath of Man early on April 28th. For one day. Do you know if there's a review embargo for it, or to find out if there shouldn't be? Because if the cinema is offering, it should be a public screening, so you don't have to worry about an embargo unless you get an invite from Lionsgate themselves.
Wrath of Man out here, they are doing a Thursday night preview screening.
Oh wow!
They haven't been doing those.
That's exciting.
So that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So Tyler, if it's a ticket you can buy, the embargo will probably already be up by then. Or it breaks that night. If it's an actual advanced screening that you got tickets to go to see, and you didn't pay for them, then there probably is an embargo. So if you're going to review it, ask the rep there. Because there will always be a rep there because you have to wait in line and stuff. If not, then it's free game. That's the way I've always viewed it when I went to those. Because if you can buy a ticket, that means the embargo is going up that night. I think Bumblebee was that same way. They did an advanced screening of Bumblebee, and I remember that night. When I went to see it in theaters, the second I saw it in theaters, the embargo dropped. So.
All right. I'm actually very excited for the question following this one from Easy Hey. With the release of My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer movies, specifically Demon Slayer, so do you think there's more pressure for anime studios to make canon movies between seasons? I wouldn't say so, but maybe there is in Japan. Out here, I don't get that, because anime movies, still, there's a huge bunch of us who love anime, but it's still a very niche thing. A lot of people get into anime and then they're surprised by the acting, the delivery. One of my best friends, my housemate, she went to see at the time our girlfriend went to see the My Hero Academia movies with me, and she doesn't get into it because she thinks it's too exaggerated. But that's just the way characters act in anime, because it's an animation.
That is what my girlfriend says. She goes, why does he keep talking to himself the whole time and thinking to him what he should? I was like, that's anime. That's literally fucking every anime.
He's either crying or yelling or really mad or really happy. There's no just cool, happy. It's always very, very big, very out there. But that's anime. That's anime style. So I can't actually answer your question. I don't know if there is that. In Japan, maybe there is. But out here, at least I don't get that feeling. How about you, Zach?
I think it depends on the creator. It seems like how My Hero Academia, the creator is pretty involved. I think it's the same with Demon Slayer. And my friend who told me, in the manga, where the movie takes place at, it's kind of a boring arc.
Okay.
But in the movie they made it important. So
all right.
I was like, okay. It makes it an event. So cool. It broke records. Right. I mean, it made $400 million during the pandemic.
Yeah, in Japan it was number one. G. Colby P, I'm excited for this question.
After this podcast, question. G. Colby, if you're gonna go fucking watch that, why wouldn't you watch the new one? Just go watch the new one at that fucking point. Go watch the new one. Why are you going to watch Annihilation? Annihilation's literally fucking garbage. It's literally one of the biggest pieces of
Let
shit
me just read the question.
No. This question's just dumb. It's not dumb actually, but it's no. After this podcast, thank you for watching. I'm gonna watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I rewatched the first one last night and did not age well for me. Is the sequel as bad as everyone else says? It's god awful. It's terrible. The original film, if it doesn't hold up for you, Jesus Christ, you think this one's going to be? The CGI's half-assed. It's not even fucking done. It's one of the worst fucking experiences I've ever done. You want to watch a Mortal Kombat movie, go watch the new one, enjoy yourself, grab a big bucket of popcorn, shove it in your face every time someone's head explodes, and you're going to be fucking happy. Annihilation, boring. God-awful. You know why they call it Annihilation? Because it killed the franchise. It fucking killed the franchise. Literally killed the franchise. Done.
Tell us how you really feel, Zach.
I'm telling you.
Is the sequel as bad as everyone else said? No, it's worse. It's much worse. Like, I wish I could give minus stars on Letterboxd, because yesterday I did a ranking of the Mortal Kombat movies. I'll share it here, by the way. I just ranked the Star Wars movies today, so if you want to go check
on
that list out.
Are you having fun with Letterboxd?
Yeah, I am. It doesn't take too much work. It's a quick in and out thing. But yesterday I ranked the Mortal Kombat movies, and here they are. I actually was almost putting the new one at first place, but then I remember last year's Mortal Kombat movie, which is really good. So yeah, that's the ranking, and I wish I could put Annihilation at like number 10, even though there are only 4 movies.
Your Star Wars
that's how bad
is
it
pretty
is.
Garbage.
No, it's not. But yeah, GKOP, it's look, I know you're from the States, so only do what I'm about to say if you're of age, because you guys get allowed to do this very late in your life. But you know what? Grab a little spirit and take a shot every time something makes you cringe, and prepare to see the single worst line reading in every movie of all time when Sindel, the mother of Katana, comes in. Prepare for that. You probably already seen just a clip.
No, just go watch the new one.
Watch it. It's one of those films you gotta watch it at least once in your life.
Holy fuck.
All
Dude,
right.
Mortal Kombat made $9 million yesterday.
The new one?
It was projected to make 10 to 12.
That's awesome.
Over the weekend.
Oh, 10 to 12. Oh, okay.
No, over the whole weekend.
Oh, over the whole... No, that's good then. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
$9
Nice.
million.
That's great. I love seeing that. Dominique Scott, how happy were you when Scorpion did that toasty fatality? Were you happy, Zach, with the toasty fatality?
Oh, yeah, I have a Funko Pop of that.
Yeah, nice. All right. What are your final predictions for the Oscars tomorrow for the main 6 categories? I am going to refuse to answer this question because tomorrow I don't know if Zach will want or will be able to join me, but tomorrow we will be doing a live stream of my final predictions of the Oscars before the day of the Oscars. So yeah, I will leave this question to be answered tomorrow.
What time are you doing that at?
Probably around this time. Like
Okay.
maybe at the time we started, maybe like...
I'll be in the live chat.
Alright. Easy, hey, are you a fan of... Are you a movies with balls fan?
I like Balls of Fury. Remember that movie? The ping pong
Oh,
one?
God. Oh, God. I like Dodgeball. That's a good movie.
That movie's hilarious. I just watched that last year.
Yeah, that's so good. So it depends. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Do you guys hate it when a movie has a great concept that could have worked out, but execution-wise missed them? Oh yeah, that's usually the movies I hate the most. Not that they're necessarily the worst movies.
Transcendence.
Oh my God, Transcendence. Oh God.
I never
Zach.
finished it. I walked out.
remember?
I walked out of that fucking movie.
Dude, I
think I got
I remember
40 minutes in and I said fuck this and I left. I was just like, I can't do it. This is not a good movie.
I didn't watch that one in the theater for... I won't get into the reasons why now. And then I watched it at home. I kept falling asleep. I kept having to restart the movie and go like to the last point I remember seeing and continue. I kept falling asleep. I don't even remember what happens. I remember like the gist. Johnny Depp is killed, and they put his mind into a computer, and that's really all I remember. Eddie S. What's up, guys? Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much, Eddie. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your kind comment. Nancy Scott likes all of the Terminator films. I certainly respect that. GKP, will we get Eternals trailer next week so that Marvel can put from Academy Award winner Chloe Zhao? I hope so. I certainly hope. Even if they don't do it next week, they certainly will be able to say that.
Yeah,
but yeah,
she's winning the director Oscar no matter what. I mean, if she doesn't win, it'll be the biggest upset. I'm 50-50 on Nomadland now. I'm 50-50 on Nomadland. But I'm the other way.
I'm 50-50 on director, but I'm pretty sure of her getting picture.
Who do you think would win? Well, I know you're going to do it tomorrow. Well, you're doing your thing tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll get into it tomorrow.
But honestly, the only upset I actually see happening right now is I filled out the ballot yesterday, and I was like, this is it. I'm not changing it. I'm still best actress. I have no fucking clue. I have no clue who's winning best actress. No one. If you tell me you know 100% who's winning best actress, you're fucking insane. There's no way in hell you can guess, because a lot of those secret ballots came out and Vanessa Kirby got voted for, who hasn't fucking won anything. And then people were saying, "Oh, well, I voted for Frances." Everyone's voting for someone different at this point. I'm going with my gut. I said Carey Mulligan in my ballot. I said I'm just going to go with Carey Mulligan. I think it's probably going to be Frances McDormand or Viola Davis, though. But I don't think Chadwick wins tomorrow.
Oh, me neither. It's got to go after.
I that's my thing. I have it down on my ballot as Chadwick. But the more and more I read, every single all those secret ballots, I don't know if you read them, it's Chadwick did the best performance, or Chadwick was incredible in this movie. He's one of the best actors of this year. I'm sure he will win, but I voted for Anthony Hopkins. Literally almost every secret ballot said that, and I'm like, fuck. And I get it.
I mean,
Hopkins
Anthony
gave
the best performance.
I don't think so. I think he gave the second best performance of the year. I think Chadwick gave the first one. I don't like films like Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I fucking adored Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. I adored it. And his performance, honestly, all those... Coleman Diago should have been nominated. The other Coleman Domingo should have been nominated. Who's the other guy?
Just so you remember his name, Domingo is how you say Sunday in Portuguese.
Oh, Domingo.
Yeah.
So Domingo, let's get the Sunday.
Tomorrow is Domingo, my friends.
Oh, that's cool.
It's Oscar's Domingo. All right. Jorge asks, what's your favorite episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier? Mine is 4th. That is my 2nd. My favorite episode is actually episode number 5.
Me too.
How about you, Zach?
Me too, 5.
All right. So good. Such a good episode.
The second to last episode for both shows so far have been my favorites.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. In WandaVision, I think I'm going 6, which is the one that ends with Quicksilver coming in, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Jorge also asked, should a U.S. agent work for Thunderbolts or Force work, which was Quake, Mockingbird, War Machine, and... I think Thunderbolts makes more sense.
Pretty sure Mockingbird has been
announced.
Pretty sure Mockingbird has been announced
that's
for the
true.
MCU,
That's
right?
True. Or at least rumored. The Protagonist, also a good friend of the show. Favorite theme park ride? I love the Mummy one in Universal Studios. So let me take this one because mine is going to have a different pool of selection. Because I have been to Disneyland Paris. I have been to the Warner Park in Madrid. And outside of that, I have been to Portugal theme parks, and so you guys probably won't know any of that. But it's my favorite Disneyland, and it's my favorite of all time. It's the Rock and Roller Coaster, themed after Aerosmith at Disneyland Paris, that goes at 200 kilometers. 200 kilometers per hour. I'm going to convert that to miles, because you Americans use 60. The wrong system.
I think it's 60. You used the wrong system. We improved on it.
Forget it. 124 miles. That's how fast it goes. It just launches at that speed. I always lose my breath like...
Yeah, one time I lost my pants and my clothes. I went on in and went...
How about you, Zach? What's your favorite theme park ride?
Oh, it's tough. I mean, I'm a huge Disney person. I always say, like, if I wasn't doing YouTube videos on this, like movies and shit, I would make a Disney YouTube channel. In fact, if I ever get to, I probably will. Like, if I ever convert to full-time, like, I'll make one video a week just talking Disney park stuff because I love the Disney parks. My favorite ride, though, it's tough because, like, I have a bunch. But off the top of my head, I'd probably say Toy Story Mania. I love because it's Toy Story. And I like the more interactive ones. But I love Space Mountain. I don't know if you have Space Mountain out there and stuff.
We do.
Okay, yeah, I love Space Mountain, especially when they converted to Star Wars.
Yeah, Hyperspace Mountain.
Fucking God. I'm sorry,
really
but that is the best thing. Oh, I also really like the Indiana Jones ride, but I think if Paris has one, I think it's really different.
Paris has the Indiana Jones. Yeah, I don't know if
but it's a roller
the same
coaster,
or if
right?
it's different. Yes.
See, ours is not a roller coaster. Ours is it's a super fast ride, but it's not a roller coaster. Okay. So, it's like a jerky, like you go through a temple and stuff, but yours like actually has like loops and shit. It's like outside, right?
It has one loop.
But it's like outside, right?
Yeah, ours it's exterior.
Ours is all underground and inside.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's actually another one. We've talked about this on the chat, but Disneyland Paris. And I don't know if any of the others have it. I don't think it has. Like, I got the impression it doesn't have it. But Disneyland Paris has a Ratatouille ride.
We're getting the Florida parks getting that this year.
The Ratatouille ride is freaking... It's totally not my style. So I went into it like, yeah, I want to ride this at least once to know what it is. It's one of my favorite rides.
That's awesome. I'm excited.
Whenever I go to Disneyland, I do like the main rides that I like at least once, and then I just keep going back between Space Mountain, the Rock and Roller Coaster, and then the Ratatouille ride, because it's just that good.
I'm excited. I'm happy they're finally.
So you basically go on these carts. There are the mice, and so it's all interior, and you go through kind of scenes in the movie where you have this giant pantry around you with giant pieces of food, and sometimes it has screens, and it has Erskine, the chef, going after you with a wooden spoon to smash you, and so you're running away. It's so much fun. Tyler Van, okay, thank you. By the way, before Wrath of Man, you should rank Guy Ritchie. That's a good ranking to do. I'm loving doing rankings on Letterboxd. I don't enjoy doing them on video, but on Letterboxd,
bully him until he does it. Everyone bully him until he does a video.
No, I thought of doing a specific ranking, but it wouldn't be a thing I do a lot of times. So if it was successful, it would force me to
bully him. Bully the fuck out of Ren until he does
Top
it.
10 characters I want to see in the Mortal Kombat.
Everyone stop watching his videos until he does it.
No, don't do it.
What if you did a ranking and you gained like 30,000 subs?
Of course I would keep doing it. Speaking of subs, Zach, guys, we're officially past the 2.9k subs. We're almost at 3k. So if you have never shared with your friends, or even if you have, keep sharing, keep liking,
or if you want to make
watching.
100 fake accounts.
It does. No, please, no.
And then watch each video for Ren.
No, but again, we're so close. I would really love to hit 3K. So if you want to help the channel out, send it to your friends. You tell them that if they ever get tired of my face or my voice, they can always unsubscribe in the future. But thank you.
No, I love how you say that. I love how you fucking say that for all your videos.
Oh, I started recently. I'm like, yeah, if you get tired, just unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Alright, the protagonist. Is there a way to review TV shows like how we can review movies? That is a great question because I want to know, because I'm very confused. There are shows on Letterboxd, clearly, Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, but then I wanted to log in my review of Shadow and Bone isn't there. So Zach, is there like a specific site for shows?
No, not from what I understand, no. But just so everyone knows, the reason that some shows do show up on Letterboxd, from what I understand, it's because they're equated to as a mini series. That's how it's viewed.
Okay.
So, but it's weird because Demon Slayer, the fucking first season's on there. So I don't know.
Huh.
But I don't know if they if it's not technically a new season, but it's like a mini series sequel thing, like some fucking weird. I don't know.
Yeah. It's weird. All right. But if anyone knows, let us know in the chat. Dominic Scott, have you guys ever watched Mortal Kombat Conquest Action Packs prequel series? No, I know what it is, but I've never seen it actually. Have you
never seen it? No, I haven't seen it. I don't care.
I'm already seeing a next question. Let me just bring something up to prepare for it. All right. Hey Ren, show us your Star Wars ranking, please. No, go to my Letterboxd and give it a like. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna show
No. Make him go there. Make him go there. Make him like it. Do not show him. We gotta teach people to use our shit, Ren.
All right, Definition, go to my Letterboxd. The ranking is there. I link to all my reviews in each of the films, which I'm thinking, because some of them came before my current rating system, I'm thinking at some point at a proper time I'm going to re-review some of the Star Wars movies. So
we're going to do Attack of the Clones again?
We got to do it, dude. We got to do it. I linked to that review. I saw the thumbnail. So yeah. GGOEP, let's say you're Star-Lord. What songs would be on your awesome mix? That's a great question. No film scores, just songs. For me, Into Deep, Sum 41, Learn to Fly, Foo Fighters, Minority, Green Day. Okay, so let's do 3 songs each. It really depends at what point in my life you catch me. But I'm going to say Queen, I Want It, or Bohemian Rhapsody. I Want It All is my personal favorite, but Bohemian Rhapsody is more for every single mood. I'm going to go Forever by Camelot, and Camelot with a K if you want to search for it. And In the End by the Black Veil Brides. So those are my 3. How about you, Zach?
I can't do this on the spot. I would be too confused. I'll just be honest. Those are great ones that you picked. I like that you picked the Foo Fighters as well, man. I love the Foo Fighters, but yeah, I can't do that off the top of my head. I would really have to sit there and think.
All right. The Protagonist. Okay, I've never watched Star Wars. How to start and watch by the chronological order. So I disagree. You start with Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith.
Completely
then
disagree.
You go... What is Solo before
Solo's
Rogue
before
One,
Rogue One. Solo takes place a little bit after 3.
Okay, so you start with the prequels, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, go to Solo, go to Rogue One, then do the originals with Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and then you do the sequels with Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. And then after that, you ask us again, and we'll tell you about how to watch the TV shows. But yeah, how about you, Zach?
Okay, so let me just say this. It depends the protagonist. Are you into these type of movies? Because if you're not, I don't agree with that the way to watch it. So this is how I made my girlfriend watch it, who's not into this shit. She's not into this type of things. I had her watch... technically she saw Solo first, but she didn't really know it was Star Wars. Her mom just had it on. She really liked it. So I said, okay, I'm going to have you watch the newer films first. So I had her watch Force Awakens, Last Jedi, then go back to the original trilogy, watch, and then finish it out. And I told her, if you enjoy all of that, then go watch the prequels. She ended up enjoying it all, and then she went and watched the prequels. And she loves Star Wars now. She's fucking not as big as me, but... this is who we bond over every week. This is our child. She watches him on the weekends, so I can go out.
All right.
So, but yeah, that's how I would say it. But it's different for everyone. I mean, Ren, I mean, that is probably the way that people should watch it. But I think if you're not accessible to Star Wars, like if it's not your thing, or it's not your cup of tea, then maybe you should just...
Who was that for?
I don't know.
All right. Tyler Van, In Time had a fantastic concept, and while I don't think it's bad overall, it did end up being wasted, but I completely agree with that. I do enjoy that film, but it is very much a waste of its full potential. But yeah, I fully agree with it. Yes, and Amanda Seyfried.
It's not that bad, but it's fine.
And Amanda Seyfried.
Hey, did you ask for that film?
Oh, not yet.
Okay,
but
don't ask for it.
Oh, I don't? Okay.
No.
All right.
I was messaging you guys in the middle of
But now I'm
watching that
gonna
film,
watch it. Now when
but
it comes out, I'm gonna watch it.
Well, because here's the thing. Like, I messaged you guys in the middle of it, and I was like, and I had to pause it, and I was like, I really don't know how to feel about this. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
Okay.
I'm
I'm not gonna ask for it, but I'm gonna watch it.
I think it'll have its audience. We'll
Okay.
talk about it after, but yeah, I have a lot to say.
The Protagonist. What are your thoughts on Chris Evans voicing Buzz? I'm kind of excited. Very excited. Super excited. Couldn't be more excited. Zach, how about you?
That's my third most anticipated film of next year.
Yeah.
So.
Probably gonna be mine too. All right, Hizzy Hey, what is a biopic you'd actually look forward to? Who would you want to direct it? And why is it Evel Knievel and Edgar Wright?
That's awesome.
I'm not very familiar with
so
Evel Knievel.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
I'm not that familiar with Evel Knievel. I know he's a stuntman with a motorcycle and all that, but he's not that big out here. Unfortunately, we hear the name, we know the name, we know what he did.
You know enough about him. But
big.
Edgar Wright doing a stuntman film, that.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Off the top of my head, what's a biopic I'd look forward to? I want
a biopic that Ren writes, directs, and acts in, and it's Nicolas Cage's life.
Oh my god, yes. I want to. It's going to focus on the Wicker Man.
Where's that film coming out of him that Tarantino once, like, you know that film, the Unbearable Weight of a Man?
It's this year. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
It was May, and it's not in there anymore. So I wonder if...
Maybe it will be. Remember Willy's Wonderland?
No, but do you know what I hope? I hope it's actually a really good movie, and they're pushing it for Oscars.
Oh, same.
That's what I hope. So it's going to show up at a festival, but probably not.
Who do you want to direct Deadpool 3? We don't have a director, am I correct?
No, we only have the writers, which are the... I don't know how to say their names, so it's two sisters.
Soska sisters or something like that.
I have the fucking... I have 3 picks, but if you have any first, I'll let you go.
Go with yours. I'm thinking right now.
Okay, so first off, I didn't know this. Is just a fun fact as I was reading. Did you know Robert Rodriguez was offered the first film? I did not know that.
No.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so my first pick would be Edgar Wright. I would love to see Edgar Wright come back to the MCU. He has a great relationship. You know, him and Kevin Feige welded it out. Deadpool looks to still be playing in his own world for the most part. Again, we need to see what the idea and the concept is. So I think this would kind of give Edgar Wright that freedom to do what he wants. Now it just comes down to Ryan Reynolds and how much control he has, because that's a big reason that Tim Miller didn't come back was because of Ryan Reynolds. So I would love to see Edgar Wright take on Deadpool 3. My second pick, Phil Lord and Chris Miller. I think they could kill Deadpool in such a good way with the humor, the action. It would just work. And my third pick is one that's absolutely outside the ballpark, weirdly enough, but I would love to see it, and it's Adam McKay.
Oh, that's a pretty good pick.
Those are
I'm off the top of my head, I'm gonna go Taika Waititi. I think he'd be amazing for Deadpool.
Yeah.
I think he'd be awesome for that.
I weirdly don't want to see him do it, though. I really don't. I don't know.
Letterboxd is tied to TMDB, so that's probably the television movie database. Anyone can add their stuff to their website. I could add Zach's Deadpool short film. Why don't you add my short film? My professional short film made to get my master's degree, and it did accomplish that. I'm just kidding,
bruh.
But thank you for
Demon
the information.
Slayer beat Mortal Kombat last night.
No.
In its box office by 0.5 million. So it made 9.5 million.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
No, but isn't that crazy? It is the most money. And it was in less theaters.
I'm just sad because Mortal Kombat needs it more. Mortal Kombat needs it more.
It does. It does need it more. I think Mortal Kombat will end up winning overall, though.
Hopefully. GCOEP, do you guys think critics who criticize movies like Godzilla vs. Kong and Mortal Kombat and expect something more than what the movie actually set out to be? I'm sure, 100%, 1,000,000%, there are some critics that are that way. In fact, me and Zach might know a few critics that are that way. But for the most part, I trust that people judge every movie fairly. Like, they know what they're going in for. And everyone's experience is different, and everyone's experience is valid. I am sure 95% of critics go into every single movie hoping, at least, that I want to love this. I'm going into this, I want it to be good. Because you never want to watch a bad movie. Like, you're wasting 2 hours of your life for a bad movie. Why would you do that? So, yeah. I'm sure those people exist, G. Cole.
Yeah.
Like, know that in my mind, those people exist.
Wait, can I read this question in a certain voice? Do you think critics who criticize movies like Godzilla vs. Kong in Mortal Kombat expect something more than what the movie actually set out to be? Let me answer your question in a very specific kind of manner. No,
I'm just sorry. I'm just loving how this accent is fluctuating throughout all the regions of the UK.
It's all the regions of the UK. We're gonna do the Russian now. The Russian accent. I like to talk in the Russians 24/7.
Oh, now we're going Russia. Okay.
The Russian, yeah. Oh, you want me to do Mickey next? Let's ask Mickey questions. I have a friend who does Kermit the Frog. If I could get him on the podcast, but just with the. But no. If I buy him a Kermit puppet, and can we bring him on? But he's just Kermit the Frog.
Sure.
Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
Like, what if we say we're like the podcast is we're interviewing? Dude, one time.
Oh, guys, his head up my ass.
One time we were at a screener. He came with me, but we weren't in the screener yet. We were getting dinner and then or lunch or some shit. I don't remember when it was during the day, but we were like walking towards the screener, and I'm talking as Mickey and he's talking as Kermit, and he sees this little kid watching us talk because, it's Mickey and Kermit talking, and I go, Kermit, how's your ass feel? And the kid's like, yeah. So we started talking, and then I was like, did it feel good when I went up it with my fist? And the mom ran with her kid.
The only thing missing there is me showing up as Goofy and be like, oh, look, later tonight I'm going to get my strap on you guys. So GKOP says, Ren, not the other In the End by Linkin Park. Look, it is a better song, but from my awesome mix, it would be kind of depressing. That's the only reason why I chose the other one. Not that In the End by Black Veil Brides is not... It is a happy song, but, some Adam Sandler films I think wasted potential are Little Nicky, Click. I like Click. And Pixels. Whew, I agree. Could have been fun, great. But the movies were awful.
The rest are fucking terrible.
I don't even remember the last time I watched Little Nicky. Thoughts on Spielberg wasting so much time directing all of those upcoming Avatar movies? I think you mean James Cameron. Yeah. But I don't think it's wasting much time. It's what he wants to do. Yeah. I'd rather have him do these movies that he wants to do than have him doing other things and be forced to do them,
Yeah. There's a reason he didn't direct Alita or Terminator, guys. Yeah.
Tyler Van, what's your least favorite Best Picture nominee of all time or of this year?
I think let's just go with this year. Let's just go with this year. Make it easier.
Probably Sound of Metal. Not that I don't really like that movie. I do really like that movie, but it is probably the one. I mean, there's more than one I wouldn't have nominated, but that's probably the one that I'm like, oh, okay, that made it in. Did not expect that. How about you, Zach?
I really, really like this movie, but if I had to get rid of one, I guess Mank. Honestly,
okay.
I would have slid in a couple other films instead over Mank.
I wouldn't have put Mank in there either.
I would have put One Night in Miami, Soul.
Oh yeah,
Ma Rainey, Tenet. Yeah, there's Palm Springs. I would have even put over Mank.
Oh yeah,
I honestly, I'll say this. I think if Palm Springs was not bought by Hulu, and if an A24 someone had bought in that film, I think there's the talk that Palm Springs would have been an Oscar nominee this year. I say that in genuine honesty, because that's not just a good movie, it's a great film. And it's not just a comedy, it's actually a very smart and unique movie. And if films like Promising Young Woman can get in, which is another great film, then yes, this should get in.
Rodri Felicia, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Feel free to correct me if I'm not. Do you trust John Watts with Fantastic Four? Yes, after what he did with Spider-Man movies and under the guidance of Kevin Feige, fully trust him.
Yep.
I'm just waiting to see if it sucks. And even if it sucks, I'm not going to blame Kevin Feige or John Watts. At this point, I'm just going to say Fantastic Four will not work as a movie. How about you, Zach?
I don't know why people don't trust him. He's not a bad director.
Yeah, true. I will say this. I was weirded out when they officially announced it.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect it to be him. But I'm like, yeah, cool. Love what he did with Spider-Man so far.
Again, I don't know why people get mad. Kevin Feige hasn't failed us yet.
Yeah, true.
Until they make a god-awful movie or show. Like, I mean, like, terrible. This might be a decent Fantastic Four film, but I think it'll actually be great. I think it'll
be great too.
So,
Roger Felicia also asks, what is your dream actor genre combo? Actor director genre combo. So we've answered. It wasn't exactly asked like this, but I guess we've answered this question. To me, it would be Christopher Nolan directing Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling in a thriller neo-noir movie of some kind.
I'm going to say Ryan Gosling in a horror film like The Babadook, directed by Jennifer Kent.
Oh, nice. Tyler Van, that was a weird combination of English and South African. So here's the funny thing. I know South Africans have a different accent. I can hear it if someone speaks with a South African accent. I cannot do that accent for the life of me. I love doing accents. I love doing voices, impressions. For the life of me, I cannot do the South African. Or maybe I can, but to me it just sounds British when I do it. But that's me. Roger Felicia says, Wakanda or Gotham? Oh.
Wakanda.
Gotham is cooler, but I would not like to live
where I want to live at.
Yeah, I would not like to live in Gotham. I would live in Wakanda.
Have you seen those TikToks of people saying bought a $5 apartment in Gotham, and you hear the gunshots and Joker running around?
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, I say we take 5 really good questions next. 5 of the best
really good
questions you guys can do. Because I gotta watch My Hero Academia, guys. I didn't watch it this morning.
In 10 minutes, I'm going to be on Mama's Geekies channel. We're going to talk all things Falcon and Winter Soldier, so if you want to join us there, come join us there. Where would Falcon and Winter Soldier rank in the MCU for you? For me, it's 16, below Thor Ragnarok and above Ant-Man. I have it on my letterbox. I updated it. I updated it yesterday.
I'll share mine. I don't mind sharing. I'll share mine. Mine's number 17. That's where I'll say mine.
Number 17.
Yeah.
I won't say mine, but I will tease about it. So it's not too far off from you guys'. From either G. Colby at 16 or you at 17. It's not very far off from either of those numbers, but it is above Thor Ragnarok, and it is above Ant-Man. So yeah. Where am I?
Mine's above Avengers.
Ooh, let's take this one. Easy Hay asks, who would be your ideal new 6 Avengers?
That's a good question.
Okay, so the leader is Doctor Strange, 100%. Captain America and Bucky are both there, so there's 3. I want Captain Marvel to be there, so 4. Let's go with Spider-Man at 5, because now he's going to have that relationship with Doctor Strange as well. And for number 6, who am I going to go for number 6? Right now?
Shang-Chi?
And maybe after... You know what? I'm actually going Shang-Chi. I wasn't going to say
Black
Shang-Chi,
Panther?
but yes.
No Black Panther?
No, yeah.
Or
it's got to be Black Panther. It's got to be Black Panther.
I was going to say, or do you need to see the film first?
No, because I was going to say War Machine before seeing Armor Wars, and maybe Armor Wars will change that. But right now, yeah, I'm going to go Black Panther.
Okay. So 6 Avengers is hard because I don't think the next Avengers film will be just 6. It'll probably be 8.
Oh yeah, it won't.
It'll be a big team. But to say the main 6, because I think the next Trinity, honestly, hear me out. It's probably gonna be Captain Marvel, Sam Wilson's Captain America, and Doctor Strange. Now, if with everything that's happened with Chadwick, I would have said Black Panther instead. But I don't know what they're doing with that. I don't know what they're doing. I need to see what they're doing. I really wish they would have just said if Shuri's taking the role or not. I think that's where I really wish they would have just said yes or no to that, and kind of just gotten the speculation out of the way, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyways, though, my 6 new Avengers, it would be Sam Wilson leading the team, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Shang-Chi, and then my number 6, Florence Pugh, Black Widow.
Ooh, good call. Good call. Felicia.
Oh, fuck, no, we're forgetting about the Eternals, dude. There's going to be one of them on the team.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think so. I think it'll be Black Knight. I think it'll be the Black Knight.
If there is one, probably either Black Knight or Icarus.
Which, dude, Jon Snow, if he was the lead of fucking Avengers team, oh my God.
Don't make Black Knight the leader of the fucking Avengers.
Dude, we're forgetting about Thor. He's still alive.
I'm taking not Black Panther, but I'm taking
Lucky?
I'm taking
I don't think
no, I'm taking Captain Marvel out and putting in Thor.
Okay.
So yeah,
Monica Rabambo. Fucking
Rambo.
Monica Rambo.
Rabambo.
Yeah.
Roger Felicia, before watching any movie, do you guys see the IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes score?
No.
Does that impact whether you will watch? No, I stay away from it until I watch it. Hell, I stay away from it after I watch it. I don't care for that whatsoever.
My scores don't count towards it, so what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. Bruna says to tell you guys about the squirrels, because Bruna bought a little house to put food in for the squirrels and some water for them out there, so now she's feeding the squirrels. She is a squirrel girl, but one of the fucking squirrels always steals the
Bruna,
little thing that we put water in.
Best friends with my sister. She loves fucking squirrels.
See?
I'm gonna send her out there.
We have a lot of them, because we have a backyard.
I send you my sister, you send me Ren. And they trade places. And Ren lives out here, my sister lives out there with you and the squirrels.
That would be fucking awesome. Alright, we got time for one more question. So think of the most original question you can think of, and we'll answer it. One final question before I have to go to the bathroom before entering the other podcast. So throw it in. Before they throw it in, Zach, let's start with you telling us what you have coming up this week.
Review for this film called Limbo, super indie film that looks really good. It's actually really good. Without Remorse, gonna watch Riders of Justice this week finally.
Yes!
Invincible finale.
Woo!
I know we're supposed to get Bad Batch this week. I don't know if we can talk about it yet. I got an interview with Kevin Kiner. It's kind of a slower week. Thank God, though, dude. I did fucking 11 videos last week. Like, fuck me. That was a joke. Oh, and then trailer reactions. I mean, Eternals is probably gonna have a trailer. Venom. I'm kind of going back and forth on Eternals. I think they might wait till May for that one. But yeah, definitely that. What about you?
All right. For me, I'll probably have time to finally review My Hero Academia Season 3 and then 4 the week after that. Invincible finale, of course. I will have a review for Without Remorse because we finally can talk about it this week. It's been weeks since we watched it at this point. I think that, again, maybe if a trailer comes up, maybe if it is a Venom trailer, I will react to it. I think that's it. Like, right now, this week is pretty open, I'll say. So it's weird. It is very much open, but stay tuned. No, we can't talk about it this week. We're watching a show right now. At least I am. I don't know if you're watching it already.
Oh, I know. They told me we're not giving screeners out for that.
What?
Okay.
Really?
They literally. I literally asked them, and dude, the second they said that, I was like, all right, well, two of my friends have it, and they said, oh, we don't know why. Mm-hmm. They're like, no, we're not giving those out until like, I don't remember a certain date, and I was like, all right, well, we'll see if I watch it then.
Yeah.
The Mitchells vs. Machines come out this week, guys. Please watch that movie.
Yeah, it comes out this week, and we'll pump out our reviews closer to the release date. So yeah. This is not a question, so I'm going to bring that up before the final question, which I'm going to go with the one over there. But Stuart Keating, prepare yourself for Monday, my friend. Prepare yourself for Monday, excuse me. Because Stuart Keating bet with me that if Nomadland, my prediction is Nomadland wins Best Picture. And if I do, Stuart Keating has bet $40 if it does win. Finished watching The Courier, which, by the way, I have an interview with the director of The Courier up on my channel, so you can go check that out if you haven't. That third act made me tear up a bit. Benedict is looking good for the Oscar unless you think someone else did bet too soon, because if he gets nominated, it's going to be for next year.
No, he can't get nominated anymore. He can't get nominated anymore. Nope.
Oh,
it was in technically this one, from my understanding.
Oh,
but they didn't push it. So I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I don't know how it works with the rules for next year and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, that's from my understanding is that they can't.
I hope it does, because if it doesn't, it's a shame. Because I agree with Stuart. At least right now.
I'll be honest, even if it was, I don't think it does. This is a film that should have came out in the fall then.
Yeah, I agree. It is a shame if that's the case, but if not, I agree with you, Stuart. At least right now, he's looking very good for that Oscar. And I actually talked a lot with Dominic Cook, the director, about that final stretch of the film.
I love this movie.
It's so good.
So
Chico EP, do you think they keep Jane Foster on after 11th Thunder, or is this going to be a one-time thing? I think so, for sure. Like, it's not only that they're bringing her in, they're bringing her back. They're bringing her back to take the lead in this film. I just think it's really stupid if you do that for one movie. Not stupid. I think it's a waste if you do that for one movie. It's Natalie Portman. It's Jane Foster. Look, I don't like her Thor run, but 1 million people do. So, it's going to certainly be popular. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all the time we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, I'm going to be on Mama's Geeky YouTube channel in like 3 minutes at this point, so go check her out. We're going to talk all things Falcon and Winter Soldier if you want to join that conversation. Zach, thank you so much for joining me once more. Thank you, everyone, from Rodri Felicia, Stuart Keating, Gico EP, Dominici Scott, Bruna, Clip.
Stuart, you better have that money ready.
Tyler Van, and the protagonist,
Stuart, you want to make a bet
good
with
friend
me?
Of the show.
You want to make a bet with me?
No, I don't want to lose my $40.
No, he gives me 40, you get 40.
I mean, if he wants to do that bet with you, sure.
So, all right.
But that's up to him. That's not up to me. I'm not involved in that conversation. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to all our channels. Gico EP, go enjoy Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Fuck you, man.
And until the next.
It's like
until the next one.
On a cow. You don't do that. You don't do that.
Until the next one. Love each other.